Oh yeah, you haven't gotten the mods.
Oh, it's been forever, man.
And a half.
And a half, yep.
Hey, I lost my words, never mind. You're streaming right now?
Yeah.
Hello everyone watching, if there's anyone watching. I checked, and that Overwolf software that I ended up with, it seems to have a streaming app.
Well, this overclocking greatly improved my streaming ability.
What did you overclock? Your GPU or your CPU?
Both.
Good job. And you just did that in the BIOS?
No, what you do is you download a utility tool. For example, Asus has one. And then what you do is you use that to tweak the voltage and the clock. And what happens is they give you there's something called jitter. And if a CPU bounces between 100% and 50, 150, it's not good. It's gonna wear it out. So you want to make sure once it gets more power, that'll compute pretty good. So you just.
But then it makes a lot more heat, and then you need a.
No, I have it water cooled.
Well, yeah, it'll generate a lot more heat. You got the water cooling, so it doesn't matter. It'll get rid of the heat quite easily.
Yeah. So mine has just a it's called an H100i from Corsair.
Isn't working.
From where?
From a company called Corsair, and what they do.
Corsair, yes.
Yeah, Corsair, like yar.
Yeah, like I said, I've been researching this stuff, so I'm a little bit familiar with some of the brands.
Only a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. So what it does, it's basically just a heat transparent material that has a cooling system on the back, a pump, and then the pump sends the liquid into a radiator, which is huge, and I put that on top of my inside on my machine, and that gets, it's like a car radiator, and it has two 120mm fans blowing up. And then the liquid goes through it. Alright, so my system is a hybrid system.
Yeah, but the actual fans on your radiator, are they pulling the air through the radiator, or are they pushing the air through?
They are pushing it.
Okay.
Okay, the radiator is emitting. You don't want to pull it.
You never want to pull the air through the radiator?
You don't want to pull it
out of the case?
Yeah. You want to push the heat out. You never want to push the heat in. A radiator emits heat.
Yes, but if you would say put the fans on top of the radiator and have them pull the heat out of the case through the radiator.
Well, have you heard of a term called negative pressure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, that means that there's fans all sucking out of the case to where I guess you could say there's low pressure inside of the case.
Yeah, hang on. You got them mixed, but let me explain it to you. So, first in physics, you know that heat rises, right?
Yes.
So, due to the fact that heat rises, you want cooling at the bottom, and naturally the heat elevates. Therefore, I'm having 3 fans sucking in cold air at the bottom. So 2 in the front, 1 in the back. They suck it in at the bottom. And then I have everything else, which is at the top, the 2 120mm. They're sucking it by pushing it out through the radiator. So what happens is naturally it generates heat. and naturally I'm pulling cold air at the bottom. The machine generates heat, and it's being pushed at the top. Now, the only other thing that I don't have at the back is my GPU card. It has its own twin fans which blow straight back out. So
Okay.
that's the way I'm doing, that's the way I have my system, and it stays 20, 25 Celsius.
That's pretty good.
But I have a coolant on the chip itself that it circulates with the pump, and the hotter it gets, the faster the coolant comes through, and then the faster the fan starts spinning on top. So I don't have any fans on my chip.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called H100i. Check it out.
Yeah, I was thinking for dual 120mm fans, I was thinking about the what was it again? The Cooler Master Neptune 240.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
I think that's what it was called. 240.
I just have the regular Cooler Masters blacks, twin 120s that came with H100i. They're loud, but I mean, you know,
Yeah, I guess
7,000 RPM. You know, full blast is 10,000, but I'm only using about 3 right now. So if I would have had like an i7, I would have done a full custom loop, but that's a lot of money, so I put my money towards video card, really nice monitor, really nice sound card, nice decent chip, not end top of the line, because it's gonna wear out eventually.
What about power supply?
Yeah, I have a power supply, modular,
Obviously.
fully modular. Yeah,
There you go.
and I don't want to use that much power, so but that costs money too.
How many watts are you?
I thought it didn't.
Pardon?
Did that cost power too? I said, really? I thought it didn't.
I'm pushing about 875. So, but the video card itself uses about 600, I think,
Well, that's wow.
watts. Yeah.
That's quite a bit.
No
But
one
it's
sprayed
alright.
this canola, so we're not getting very much yield out of it.
Yeah, I haven't fertilized anything.
Oh, and the whole construction simulator thing, it was everything anyone would talk about for a while, and then it kind of died down, and now no one remembers it exists. So I'm thinking the same thing might happen with Grand Theft Auto.
I don't know.
It may.
What was funny is, when I was debating with myself whether or not get it, Tony said, just get it, it's worth the money. And a while later he said he didn't like it and he deleted it off of his account.
What did he do that?
Construction simulator.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Should
annoying
say
how
just give it
wasteful
to you.
something can be.
Yeah. I don't know.
A while ago I found a perfectly good bike sitting next to a dumpster. Okay, it wasn't perfectly good, but I made it. I made it so that it works.
Yeah.
Technically. Barely. But it works.
Yep. All the logs grew back.
All of them. You should just make a
Yeah.
flamethrower mod.
And
We might be looking at a different map eventually once we're done with this. Something new. But we can still save it on here. The server has the option you can save a game.
and then you can download your save
Yeah.
game later.
Yeah, you just load it and then swap the maps.
Do you know which map we would be moving to?
No, it's just a suggestion. I have no idea. I don't have time to look, honestly. I just wanna have some fun.
I don't think we're completely done this map yet.
No, I like this map.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice map. Although a while ago I realized it's completely flat except for the edges.
There is a version 7 out of this.
Version 7.
Mm-hmm.
Does that include your cement plant?
No, for some reason, the guy didn't include it. And banned me from the site. I don't know what's the matter with him.
Wow.
Which site was this off of?
German site. I don't know. I don't think he likes Americans.
Probably he doesn't like that fish.
Yeah.
So you actually got banned from the site?
Or banned from uploading, I think. That's what I think.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, it's not a big
If I
deal.
remember correctly, you don't like Europeans.
What?
If I remember correctly, you don't like Europeans.
Nah.
Don't say that in chat. I mean, stream.
Yeah.
Everyone's welcome here.
Everyone's welcome.
Well, come to think of it, Block, you're kind of European, aren't you?
Not as far as you need to know.
Oh boy. I don't know. I'm gonna ask Patrick. He'll tell me the truth.
So you looked at my Steam account?
Your Steam account? No.
Okay.
What does that mean?
You said my real name.
You're not supposed
Oh.
to tell them that's your real name.
Jump
That's
off-
alright.
Jump in a lake. Nah, don't worry about it. I was just wondering where you got it from. Whether you just were very,
Block told me.
yeah, he keeps bringing it out like it's going out of style.
Well, told you and accidentally said it, and you have to hear it are different things.
Alright.
And I have
Patricia.
accidentally say it a few times.
Okay, Patricia and Lisa.
What?
I just made up random names for you guys.
You shouldn't do that. It's hazardous for your health.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. This Kenworth D908 seems to have almost real-like reflection textures.
Well, it'd be kind of hard to have fake-like reflections.
No, like the picture that's being reflected looks like it's actually like a real picture stuck on there.
Oh, like real world, not in game.
Yeah, like
Real
lots of reflections is certain spot in the 2011 map, but we can recognize this looks like it's actually a real picture. It has you can see that the sun and the shade and stuff. There's very real looking grass.
Yeah, it's probably just a backdrop.
Well, hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, I think my game just tried to crash, I think.
Don't let that happen.
How could I stop it?
Well, I'm hauling logs.
10 years ago.
Yeah, the game freezes for like 5 seconds, the screen goes black for 3 seconds, then it comes back, it's frozen for 2 seconds, and I can move for another 5 seconds, and then it happens all over again.
Yeah, let me sell these logs.
That's
Oh,
not
now it
great.
stopped. It did it twice, and now it stopped, just to prove me wrong.
Just to make a liar out of you.
Hey, it made a liar out of me after I said it, or it tried to, which